we're back at the garage, scouting around for our second project. Derek's encouraged us to think out of the box. We didn't realise quite how far out of that box he was prepared to get, until we saw this. A 1986 MG Metro in white, with white wheels.
All manufacturers are a bit clever, really. They just modify a model to appeal to another buying public, and that's exactly what they've done with this. I thought it would make a nice, genuine car because it's starting off a genuine car. Not that I love Metros, don't get me wrong, but I just thought it was sort of reasonably unmolested and got the makings of a nice vehicle with not too much work and not too much expense.
We like the sound of that combination, but remain a bit unsure about who would buy it after us. However, over at the Pickering showroom, there's not only a mint MG Metro, but an actual fan, Rick Mackley.
I spent a good few years repairing them, driving them, owning them. I've had 4 MG Metros and 3 MG Metro Turbos. They were a good car. Much maligned, I think, really.
Do you want one?
Yeah, I'd have one. Absolutely. Yeah, I would, yeah.
This has made us feel much better about the MG Metro. And given that it only has 19,000 miles on the clock, we're as convinced as we're ever going to be. We're going in.
500, 600, 700 quid should see that car looking pretty nice. No need to paint it all. It would be criminal to paint it all. There's no point. You lose all that originality and there's no need for it. I think there's the potential of a profit. If it's looking really lovely, I would have said late 4s, early 5s on a good day.
We're going to attempt something that dealers have been doing for generations. Car flipping. Buy low, tickle it, sell higher. It will be in and out of the motorist in Sherburn-in-Elmet so quick, our restorer, Charlie Gabb, might even forget to charge us.
First impressions inside is pretty good. The seats have held up well. It's got a quartz digital clock. You get a mirror, but you don't get a light. And look at that, do you remember cassettes?
Charlie is duty-bound to get it in the air and poke it with a stick. Yes, it's a bit flaky, but it has a valid MOT. So, we'll double-check it's safe and forget any ideas of making this Metro perfect. But that doesn't mean there aren't some fairly obvious things we can correct.
So we've got a few home improvements here.
Yeah. It looks like to me somebody's tried spraying that wheel. He's obviously had a rattle can at it and sprayed half the tyre as well, for whatever reason.
The tyres deflate after a few hours, so we'll replace them and restore the rims. We'll also touch up the rust spots, clean the car to within an inch of its life, and if we stick to the plan, you never know, we may even make a profit. Back at the motorist in Sherburn-in-Elmet, it's a nice sunny day. Mechanic Bill's in a reasonably good mood, so what better thing to do than take our 35-year-old MG Metro for a test drive.
They're pretty good at acceleration, 1300. You know, they were pretty nippy for a day. You know, nice sporty sound and what have you. Gearbox is all right. Clutch seems all right. You know, the brakes stop. So yeah, I mean, it's not too bad.
The car has been thoroughly cleaned inside and out, and any small rust spots have been sanded, prepped and nicely touched up. However, there is a bit of a problem looming.
Yeah, well, it's got metric wheels on it. The proper wheels you can't buy tyres for.
In 1984, British Leyland decided to fit wheels measured in metric, but unhelpfully then switched back to imperial a few years later.
So we might be able to get some imperial-sized wheels.
Yes, but at the moment we can't find those wheels.
But a potential saviour has arrived. This is Metro Man. otherwise known as John Sharp.
I've got an illness because I'm the only person around that likes metros.
John knows more about this make of car than most people have cared to forget. If he can't find the wheels, there are no wheels to be had.
There's a place down in Bedford does them. I think they're about 90 quid a piece or something.
Right.
That was easy. Now we've sorted out the wheels, we might as well hear what he has to say about our car.
It's spotless because the bolsters are all good. Very solid. The boot's good, isn't it? All good again, look.
Yeah, tailgate's really good.
So much goodness we can hardly take it in. And all this from Metro Man himself.
How many have you got?
6.
Seriously?
Yeah. To buy this as is now, I'm looking at £4 grand.
Do you want it?
I'd probably buy it, yeah.
There's finally some good news about our flipping MG Metro, the car we thought was our passport to painless profit.
As luck would have it, a friend of mine posted these for sale, which are actually 80s period wheels.
They're not standard MG Metro, but they were a popular mod for this car. They only cost us 250 quid, and we'll leave the old rims in the boot in case the new owner fancies hunting for tyres.
Oh, that bit didn't just fall off, honest. For a Metro, it isn't that bad. No, it depends what you're into. Everybody's into different things, aren't they? There'll be somebody there for it, and they'll be chuffed to bits with it. You might make money on it.
We spent £3,052, including tax and commission, to buy the MG. The wheels were just over 250, labour was £350, and parts £39, bringing the break-even total to £3,700.
It's not a bad little car. Obviously, it wants a few bits and pieces, but it's not bad, is it? The next guy that buys it, he'll just do a fair bit of work on it, you know, fabricate and all the rest of it, and he'll just get on and do it. It won't be a big problem to him. Just the right man. You've got to find the right man.
Lot number 300 is a 1986 MG Metro. Here we go. MG Metro. What a bright looking little car. And we were away at £2,600 with you, Will. At 2,600, 27. At 2,700, 28 says David on the phone. 29 says Charlie. 2,900. Jordan, new bidder, 3,000. £3,000. At £3,000. And 1. 3-1 says Charlie, 3,001. 3,002. Your bid then at 3,002. Now it's you, Charlie, at 3,003. And you're back in at 3-4.
3-4's your bid.
3,400 at 3,004. 3-5. Charlie's bid at 3,005. 3-6.
3-6 is your bid.
We do 50.
3,650 with Charlie. You want 3-7, mate? 3,650. 3-7 he does. Jordan's bid at 3,007. 3,007. Are we all done then at £3,700? We all finished £3,700.
Well, we didn't make any money, but then again, we didn't lose any either.
What goes around comes around.
The MG will be going to a very good home because the lucky winner just happens to be Mr. John Sharp, otherwise known as Metro Man. New owner John Sharp has well and truly put us to shame.
I basically got it to where it is now in about 4 weeks. Paint work, welding, behind the headlamps, dent man, signage, wheels powder coated. Total costs about £2.5 grand tops. So the car stands me maximum 6.5.
And if you were to sell it?
7.5 to 9, I'd have said.
Metro Man's superpower was seeing the potential of this much overlooked classic and embracing its own brand of 80s character.
They're different. They're a bit temperamental. You have to keep on top of them. I could have a beautiful modern car, but it would be too comfortable and it wouldn't leak and things like that.
Yeah, you don't want any comfort. You don't want to get not wet, do you?
I'd put a challenge to you, John. You go get a Porsche 944. I will guarantee people will come and talk to me about the Metro because everybody's had Metros.
I've not had a Metro.
Well, you've missed out on life, haven't you?